For more on this now, we speak to Calvin Dludla, SABC News Reporter. Calvin, certainly it's been quite a big problem. So tell us about the areas you visited as well as the challenges they're facing.
Thank you very much, Bongwe. Good afternoon to you and to our SABC viewers at home. Today we're on the south of Johannesburg, Mkashi informal settlement. They are struggling. We spoke to them. They told SABC News that they lost water since from the 12th of November. According to them, Johannesburg Water came with police heavily armed to disconnect water there because according to Joburg Water they connected illegally. So they have been without water from the 12th of November last month, which means now it's almost a month, but they are struggling. But there are JoJo tanks there that were distributed all over that place, but still they are complaining that they don't trust the water that is there because that water is not sterilized. No one is taking care of it, so they are not really sure if someone can just come in there and put something that is poisonous and they could die or get sick. So they are really struggling. We spoke to one woman, an old woman who was trying by all means to get water from a certain borehole, and they are trying by all means to use that water to wash their clothes because now they are struggling. They are saying those water tankers, they take time to arrive there, so the situation is very bad.
And there's a heartbreaking story of a disabled man, a man who's living with disabilities, who is finding himself having to now struggle to get this water. Tell us about your encounter with him.
Bongiwe, you know, when you cover such stories, you just become emotional, you just become helpless. We visited that man without a hand, without a leg. So he is struggling, really struggling to take that containers, 20-liter container with a wheelbarrow to go and fetch water. Now what he is doing, he hires people, Bongiwe, to just go and fetch water for him. So he says he's really struggling because now he has to pay those people 50 rand per liter, per container. So which means if he needs a container today, then he needs to pop out that 50 rand. After a few days, then he will have to pop out another one. The struggle that he is facing is that because I've mentioned earlier that there's a scarcity of water there, so others are stealing water. They are stealing other people's containers. You could imagine a person with one hand and one leg, helpless. Sometimes they come in that shack to steal that water, which means the following day, if he needs water, then he needs to go to pop out a certain amount of money. Then people would then go and fetch water. You would imagine people carrying with barrels and containers, trying by all means to queue for water. A person like that without a leg and a hand is really struggling. Remember, I'm not talking about electricity. I'm talking about a basic need, water, something that you cannot live without. He pleaded with the SABC News just to spread the word to Joburg Water to come and assist them because they are saying they don't want, it's not that they don't want to pay Bongiwe. They are saying that if the issue is about payment, they are willing to work hand in hand with the water utility.
And what has Joburg Water said?
We spoke to I was trying to communicate with their spokesperson, and she was giving me a runaround. When I explained about the issue of Mkashi, she told us SABC News that those people connected illegally, so that is why they were disconnected. So she is saying they don't want to pay. But the issue of water, Bongiwe, except the illegal connections, is huge. It's a huge problem in South Africa. I spoke to others, people in Tembisa, they don't have water. In Midrand, they don't have water. In Pretoria, some parts of Soweto, Protea, you'd remember there was a strike in Protea Glen. There is no water. So it seems as if the issue of water is a national problem.
It's becoming a crisis indeed. Calvin, let's see what happens in the coming days. Thank you so much for your time. That was Calvin Dludla, the SABC News reporter.